Attention fellow weebs. Sabikui Bisco has giant crabs, flying whales, weaponized mushrooms, prostitution, machine gun hippos, femboys, and vagina planes. And it also has this. Whatever that's called. So obviously this anime has me a bit confused, but it also has my attention. It's chaotic, unique, and really creative. Though I can't guarantee it'll be a masterpiece, I'm still gonna convince you to watch it with me because it's gonna be an experience. It's directed by the same people that worked on Re:Zero, Code Geass, The Devil is a Part-Timer, Fate Stay Night UBW, and Fate Zero. But to me it feels more similar to Trigun, Dorohedoro, and Mad Max. Watching this anime is a blast because the story begins with a giant explosion that obliterates Tokyo. Think of the millions of maid cafes that cried out in terror but were suddenly silenced. It's a post-apocalyptic setting, but with time, the survivors were able to adapt and rebuild society. However, most of Tokyo is now a desert that harbors dangerous wind littered with life-threatening rust. The rusting disease spreads through the human body like an infection, and there's not a cure for it. Rust is also where you can 1v1 me if you don't watch this anime. Most of the plot so far is about rust, but the world building almost made me bust. If they made a Fallout game set in Tokyo, this is what it would look like. The world is completely insane, yet at the same time, it stays believable and immersive. You know, usually when a whale starts flying, it's kind of a big deal. Last time this shit happened, we had to assemble several armies to band together and defeat the flying whale with a big tree. But in this anime, it seems perfectly normal next to the weaponized hippos and giant crabs that also fly sometimes. There's even an airplane that has what I can only call a plumbus. But even with such a randomly chaotic world, somehow nothing feels out of place, and that's because of the small details like the strange currency and unusual food, for example. I don't know what that is, but it looks kinda good. The author didn't just drop some goofy animals into Tokyo, he created an entire world where every detail supports his idea. You can't just throw a giant crab on the screen with no context and expect people to accept it. Nobody would take that seriously unless the world around it was convincing enough to feel believable. Giant crabs are pretty awesome for whatever reason, but this anime does a great job at making them seem like they truly belong in the world. But you know somewhere giant crabs don't belong? That's right, your pubic hair. This video is sponsored by Manscaped, because most of us weebs have worse hygiene than a Burger King bathroom, but luckily the Perfect Package 4.0 provides the best products for taking care of your pair. The Lawnmower 4.0 is Manscaped's premium electric trimmer with advanced skin-safe technology that helps protect the most sensitive parts of your body. The balls. It's even waterproof, so you can shave in the shower or at the pool if you want to get arrested. The Perfect Package 4.0 might as well come with a free girlfriend included because your balls will never smell like onions again after using your Crop Reviver ball toner spray and the Crop Preserver ball deodorant. See, Echidnut uses it too. For a limited time, when you buy the Perfect Package 4.0, you'll even get 2 free gifts, the Shed Travel Bag and the Anti-Chafing Boxer Briefs. Start the new year off right by going to manscaped.com for 20% off plus free international shipping and your 2 free gifts when using the promo code ECHIDNUT20. Manscaped, the perfect tools for your jewels. Anyway, Sabikui Bisco has an awesome world, but the characters are almost just as interesting. The main character is a doctor named Milo, who secretly buys illegal mushrooms to try and cure the rusting disease to save the life of his hot sister. She's rusty and busty. Mushrooms are illegal now because they're extremely dangerous, and the other main character, Bisco, is a wanted criminal with a bounty of $800,000 due to his numerous acts of mushroom terrorism. Bisco likes mushrooms more than Joe Rogan, and he creates them by shooting arrows with his bow. Look, this is me when I see Roxy. Bisco doesn't even aim sometimes, he just shoots randomly, killing probably thousands of innocent people. He He's literally a mass murderer, but other than that, he seems pretty chill. Seriously though, I'm intrigued by how morally gray all of these characters are. Milo, for example, is framed as the hero who wants to save the person he cares about. But to achieve that, he conducts illegal experiments with dangerous mushrooms that he purchases secretly in a dark alley. I don't know if prostitution is illegal anymore, but it seems to be pretty common as well. There's also a lot of robbery, murder, and even the character this anime is named after is literally a terrorist. I'm sure he has his reasons for that though, and I'm willing to bet that after he gets a redemption arc, he's gonna be the most likable character by the end of the season. I also think it's possible that nobody in this anime is truly a good person, and it's gonna be up to us to decide which characters we support. That being said, it's a bit early for me to determine who the primary villain is, but this guy shares a voice actor with Orsted, so I think it's probably him. Sabikui Bisco has a lot of potential right now, and it immediately hooked me because it has hookers. I haven't seen any lollies yet, but my fingers are crossed. What it does have though is one of the most creative premises I've ever seen, and easily the best soundtrack of the winter 2022 season. Every song is immediately iconic, and it helps enhance the immersive environment too. The dialogue is also good, although the first couple episodes were mostly exposition dumps, but the second you feel like you're getting bored, something insane happens that makes it impossible to look away. The last time I saw an entire hippo lifted up and thrown like that, one of the sexiest characters in Re:Zero passed away. My point is, whether this anime is good or not, it's guaranteed to entertain you. When you watch a lot of anime like I do, many of them start to blend together in your memory. It's the sad truth, but as time goes on, even some objectively good anime can become as forgettable as REM. However, it would be a challenge to forget about Sabikui Bisco. Good or bad, this anime is definitely worth your attention and you won't regret watching it. Soon, I'm gonna make a winter 2022 tier list video where I rank every single anime that's airing this season. Right now, I'd put this in A tier, but it could change in either direction. So if you aren't subscribed yet, you should probably do that immediately and ring that stupid bell too so you'll be notified when my tier list video comes out. For now though, please let me know what you guys thought about Sabikui Bisco, and thanks everyone for watching until the end. I'm out for now. Keep talking about anime. Peace. Look, this is me when I see Roxy.